a lot of people in the space think that it's really not even just in the space, but I've seen this within Angryman. I've seen this in the black nerd sphere in TikTok, where we're getting too used to this fucking shaming of ELs not getting what they want out of women, life, primarily women, and everybody wants to gang up on guys like us because we have a certain set of issues, and we're the bad guys for wanting X, Y, and Z. I was trying to watch Angry Man's live. I usually like to listen to him, whenever he's on. But I just ended up cutting the shit off because I've gotten like low key, like sick and tired of, wait, isn't Angry Man the founders of the Manosphere? I mean, whether or not, man, I don't really give any high regards to that motherfucker. I just kind of listen to them for fun. But I've gotten annoyed with these rants I've been hearing as of late of ELs bitching and moaning. And it's on some weak shit. And and then Angry Man had the nerve to say that that the reason ELs don't get XYZ is because the women are right. They don't think we have the masculine qualities of a Ray Ray and Pookie, and this is why I've gotten fed up with this kind of narrowness of the EL is this Steve Urkel archetype. Ah, man. Shit. That is this Steve Urkel archetype that has no self-awareness, no oomph, no masculinity. And that's pure bullshit. It's the most purest of bullshit, to where I really do hate that we do this in the fucking community. But just stop it. Stop. You're sounding just as bad as the women who do this shit, because at least the women ain't even trying to get to know these dudes. It's one thing for Angry Man and these other knuckleheads in the manosphere. They trying to ride off of our pain, profit out of our pain and frustration, and then have the nerve to tell us, "Oh, go fuck yourself." Nah, I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of that shit. And then, then you want to challenge us and make it seem like, the women in the community, they have a point in not fucking with us. Okay, then what they're gonna do with street dudes? Since our college degrees and our intelligence make us house niggas all of a sudden, what the fuck y'all gonna do with y'all street cred? Especially y'all old niggas. That's why you old niggas ain't got no leverage in the streets anymore. These kids can run around, do whatever the fuck you want. You guys have no idea what happened. Places like the state of Georgia with all these little smaller rural towns. People are more worried about juvenile delinquents than grown fucking men. Saw this in 2 counties. About they have to do they have to imply a curfew. Let me get the right one. Let me get the right one. I know one of them was in Richmond County. I remember seeing something like a gang war. And it was just like these. I mean, close enough. You already catch my drift. Grown men in public office don't even know what to do with all these little niggas in the street. So, hey, Angryman, hey, you gangster red pillars, what you gonna do with all these little niggas running around the street? Since us house niggas, we ain't got no good ideas. We can't do nothing with them. Yeah, exactly. That's what I fucking thought. Nothing. Because if we took the goddamn internet away from y'all, all that hollering you guys been doing, no one would even know you in the goddamn streets. Nobody would even know you. At this point, I'm not gonna listen to Angry. I might as well just unsubscribe to that clown. I'm tired of that shit. And they're like, well, okay, fine, all right, fine. Hey, you don't want the black women running into our arms because we're bitch made. We weak. We entertain the white man and all that bull. We the white man's bitch and all that shit. Using these little female talking points, these little strag talking points. Okay, what's the alternative? What? She's gonna go back to you, Ray and Pookie? Most sexually undisciplined motherfuckers in the world, man. And then y'all have the nerve to use our talking points in the manosphere, to justify y'all's fuckery. Nah. But we're the ones bitching and complaining. I thought we were trying to make the community better. I thought that's what it was, trying to get these women in line, to get with the right type of dudes. So there wouldn't be no more complaints from either side. Not just from the EL side or the black man side, but from both sides. Because you have to understand why we're frustrated, because it's not. You have to understand why we're frustrated, because we were raised to believe that and I'll admit it's usually from women, it's usually from our mothers, it's usually from our female teachers. Not to say that we didn't have a male figure in our life. It was just the fact and the assumption that, hey, women coddled us and had us believing in something, in a promise that was never going to come to fruition. That's why we're frustrated. That's why we have a lot to say. Because they told us, hey, if we did X, Y, Z, if you went to school, you stayed out of trouble, you didn't get any kids out of wedlock, you wasn't hurting women, you wasn't abusing women, you would get the ideal wife. You would get the Kerry, like Sergeant Willie Pete would say, you would get the Kerry Washingtons. For us that got to college, and even afterwards, after graduating, we still didn't get shit. We did everything y'all asked for. Even had a so-called square black president that y'all hang up on y'all's wall. But y'all strags know for damn show that you don't want to raise your child too much like Barack Obama because you know that him getting with Michelle was to draw the hat. Look at the Irish. Because we know, especially black women in Chicago and other suburban areas, urban areas, they wouldn't even be checking for that fucking dude. You see, a lot of you Ray and Pookie red pillars like antagonizing ELs because of y'all's insecurities, especially when insecurities about y'all's lack of finance. Y'all can bullshit us all you want about we got the shit on lock. We masculine. We 6'5" and all that shit. We intimidate niggas. Oh, so the fuck what, man? Y'all do all that hollering, whatever. Just like y'all claim that we're the bitches and that we're the weak niggas when white folks and other races of men come through, y'all clam up the same way. Y'all clam up the same way. We already seen Asians slap you guys around. We already seen every race of man just slap you around. Even y'all's raggedy ass, ratchet ass women. They slap them around. They mind fucked them so bad that you can slap them around, reopen the same store next day with a 45% off on hair weaves, and the bitches will sell that shit out by 12 o'clock afternoon. But you telling me I ain't got no oomph, I ain't got no masculinity up in my bitch ass, huh? I know Angryman don't know who I am. And this video wasn't even trying to make a point to him. I don't even need the video in his mentions or whatever. I'm just saying that because you keep you fake red pillars keep attacking ELs and calling us out. It's like what logic is it to go all rah on the same ignorant level shit y'all are on in a freaking so-called democracy where we still need black faces in the judicial system because we ain't gonna have no privileges. Yeah, we're the weak ones, right? Yeah, okay. You know, these women have, and it's not to say that every educated dude, doesn't have, some, bitchman qualities. And, sometimes even when I go on TikTok and I see that shit, it's like, I be seeing like ELs, nerdy dudes simping. I'm like, bro, simping ain't gonna get you the draws, man. Like, and that's the thing I hate about ELs is that we down each other on TikTok, especially. We down each other in thinking that, oh, if we down guys like myself, we would get appreciation and notices. And I'm like, bro, your video only got 100 views, 5 hearts, 0 comments. Like these chicks aren't even sharing your videos. They're not even doing duets. They're not even doing anything with your videos. So you can stop the madness and the simping, man, because they're not gonna appreciate that shit. That's my critique with ELs. And another thing with y'all fake red pillars is that, y'all don't even give us the credit that us EL dudes were practically manufactured to fix y'all's bullshit. Like the mess in the community, the violence, the way y'all treat y'all's women and shit. We were literally made to fix that shit. And then we ended up getting turned on. We ended up getting an Order 66 turned on by black women when we figured out that even if we were nice to them, did X, Y, and Z for them, we still weren't going to get anywhere. We still weren't going to get the cat. We still weren't going to get the respect. Bro, we're in the same motherfucking boat. I don't even know why we're in fight. We're in the same motherfucking boat. Nah, man. We're literally infighting over the respectability politics that black women should put onto us. Oh, hell no. Hell no. You know, ELs, we were made to fix y'all's bullshit. You know, we literally had to carry so much freaking weight to prove to the world that we weren't fucking retarded. Or that our black, predominantly majority black high schools, you know, didn't reflect us as, you know, being dumb and retarded and all that shit. Because when we went out, you know, to other schools, especially whiter schools that are more privileged, man, they thought we were idiots, regardless of how we looked. It was just the fact that we was black. Like, just because we're not, and dude, a lot of ELs aren't even coming from, you know, a lot of ain't coming from privileged, you know, backgrounds. We in the hood just like you too. So what the fuck you mean we ain't got no hardships? You know, I'll admit I didn't get it as hard as most motherfuckers did, but I didn't grow up with no fucking silver spoon in my mouth. I didn't get shit. I wore raggedy motherfucking clothes every day when I was in fucking grade school. And niggas from Section 8 made fun of my fucking ass because they weren't name brands. Great, I didn't have to deal with shit like violence, getting robbed, and all that bullshit. I'm happy, I'm blessed I didn't have to deal with that bullshit. Why would I? Why the fuck do I need to have that kind of suffering as a litmus test as to my blackness? Y'all is just as goofy and as dumb as these white fuckers these wiggers who quote rap lyrics and try to use that as some bullshit to say, oh, I'm a nigga. But you can't name any black intellectuals, engineers, black men of science, black men in corporate America. You can't name them. You can't even think of anything. But you talking about us? We're the house niggas. Our blackness is limited. Must have forgotten that some of us, you know, went to school where we were the only motherfucking black kids there. Yeah, and punched, bullied on. And I didn't say that was my experience. But you must have forgotten about that shit, nigga. And you older than me. But, you know, I'm gonna cut this off because I'm heated. You know, I'm fucking heated because I'm tired of that shit, man. ELs, we're always fighting for our blackness. We're always fighting to prove to niggas that are just as ignorant as ignorant ass motherfuckers. Literally love debate. Literally love talking down on us. But when black folks do something successful, oh, yo, just like when Obama was president, all y'all hood niggas were wearing suits. Y'all was showing up to NBC and was like, oh, I'm gonna go to Fox News and I'm a intellectually body slam, you know, Tucker Carlson and all that shit, you know. And y'all niggas don't even know the difference between y'all don't even know y'all don't even know the definition of a congressman, House of Representatives. Y'all don't even know who your local mayor is. That's why those white folks were laughing at y'all's dumbasses wearing suits, trying to act like y'all know some shit. And they laughed you right back into sagging your pants again. Talking about dumb shit. Like those white dudes just put you all back in y'all place. That's exactly what I motherfucking thought.